Well, good evening, everybody. Evening is Arnie. Welcome to my stream. And today we have game 2 in round B between Brandon and Timo. Brandon's from South Africa, Timo from Germany. And this is, like I said, the second game. We've got Brandon facing off on the left side with the First Order, flying Major Von Rig, Daredevil, and Von Rig with Daredevil, and Kalarin with Extreme Maneuvers, as well as Rush as he is. And Germany side, we've got Timo flying our two IG-88 Brobots from Scum and Villainy faction. So yeah, he's looks like he's exactly on par at 200 points, which means, and funny enough, both of these lists work out exactly to 100 points each. He's running Elusive, Advanced Sensors, Order Blasters, Ion Cannon, Proton Bombs, Rigged Cargo Chute, Hull Upgrade, and the IG-2000 title on IG-88B, as well as the same on IG-88D. So it's exact copy, just two different IGs. Wicked. Let's see what's happening here. Let's see quickly. Right. Anyway, I think this is going to be a very exciting game. Robots are loaded. There's a lot happening. And Brandon's got the maneuverability, reposition. Robots also got decent maneuverability to reposition if need be, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So yeah, guys, I hope the stream is all running and everything like that. Guys should be ready to go any second now. And let's see what happens in this game tonight. That is the go-ahead, and they are going to start the clock. Perfect. So we've got round 1. In this specific case, both the robots are pilot skill 4, with Rush being pilot skill 2. So there's not going to be any overlaps in this game. Von Rig, pilot skill 6, and Kylo's pilot skill 5. Ooh, the robots are actually going in quite quickly. They are moving fast. Both of them did 3 banks, as well as IG-88B did a boost. And they are definitely out for violence. This is amazing. Let's just check quickly my streaming here. Let's see what's happening. Channel. Right. So hopefully everyone can do the same. Is the Yep, stream is up. Stream is running, guys. Okay, let me just reshare the link quickly. Sorry for the small technicality, guys. Link changed somehow with me doing the sound test earlier. So yeah, guys. Right, they are planning their next maneuver. Second round in this game. What is that robot's gonna do? Those look mean. So trying something new tonight, guys. Putting a bit of background music in. Hope it's not too devastatingly bad. But hopefully it's nice and we can all use it. Evening to everybody that joins to watch this game. Hope I do a good job. They are set to go for the next round in this game. Let me just change the details here. Alright, looks like they're ready to go. Rush too straightforward with the focus. These robots. Ooh, Brandon's going a bit further. Alright, that is a 4 straight from the IG88B with a 1 straight from the 88D. They're definitely trying to get in there to do some damage. Let's just hope Brandon's ready for this. 5 straight forward. This is an interesting maneuver. So yeah, let's see. Ooh, Brandon's deciding now what he wants to do with Kylo. Because Kylo ended up straight in that firing arc of IG88D. Robots are there and they are out for blood. So it looks like Kylo evaded IG88D's arc there. Potentially. I don't know. Angle I am sitting at the moment, I can't exactly see that angle. But he did boost in, trying to get out of it. Von Reg is taking a strain to put a target lock on IG88B. I was going to B and C, guys. B and D. It's not. Yeah. Right, let's see. 1 leg to the 5 straight, so he got out. So Kylo is going to take a bit of fire from the robot. First, Von Reg still has to do a action. Oh wait. Yeah, I just want to say, wrong dial. Right, so Kylo is shooting first. We have some shoestring. So Kylo range 2 into B. Let's see what he brings to the table. Kylo brings a crit focus. This is interesting. Is he going to do anything about that? No, he's not going to change it. And we got a evade, focus and a blank from Robot. That is first fire of the game, guys. So I see D is out at the top there, with range 2 back at Kylo from Timo. Right. Let's see. Perfect. Shot into Kylo is a hit and a blank. Kylo has to make a decision. Is he spending that force? Yes, he is only spending one though. That is interesting. So we've got one shield down on Kylo. He obviously needs the force for the next round as well, so it's not a bad, not an extremely bad move, but he still loses a shield in that engagement. But at least next round he will have his extra force to use. Both force will be available. So that's round, guys. I don't think anyone has got a shot left. So back to dials. Right, so now the question is, where will everyone go? Robot D on top is probably going to turn in. He wants to start firing a bit as well, not to be left out at all. Well, IG-88B needs to decide, because he is obviously going to go straight. He's going to bump into Kylo there. But that is for us to see and see what happens. Rush and Von Reg down to bottom here, they are going to either have to come into the fight, or what is he going to do with them? Maybe hard turn in past that rock. I don't know. So we're gonna have a co-commentator, guys. One of the teammates from South Africa is gonna join me in stream. Let's wait for him to pitch up. I'll take it from there. Right, so Brandon signaling is ready to go. And Timo has already been dialed in. So Rush is going around that rock. Is he going to boost in further? Because that will be a very, very good play as he boosts in left. I would do it. Beautiful boost there. Positions him in a space that if the robot bumps that he might have a shot as well, which is pretty cool. Brobot did a 1 bank left and he didn't bump. Oh wow, that is an interesting turn. That was pretty cool. And D is taking a 2 bank left, and then let's see what happens from here. We are currently joined by Carl, Mr. Snake Eyes, part of the South African team, one of the subs. Welcome, Carl. Ooh, we've got Kyler here doing a 2 hard bank to the right. He did, however, de-stress because it is a blue maneuver. So he just needs to decide exactly what to happen now. See, Carl's still on mute.
I was on mute.
You were on mute, yes. Welcome,
Good evening,
Carl.
Mr. Arnie.
Thank you, thank you.
Sorry
Welcome.
about that.
Not a problem, not a problem. So,
Yeah, your stream seemed a little lonely, so I thought I'd jump in and say, how's it?
yeah, that's okay. It doesn't matter as long as we can commentate in any specific way possible. It is always a good thing. The more, the merrier.
Yeah.
Cool.
I thought Michael was going to join you.
He's actually playing his next game anytime soon.
Oh, right.
So
Cool, so he's probably prepping.
yeah, we were just doing a sound test earlier to check if the music I'm currently playing is not overpowering. So I hope it's good.
On the YouTube stream when I was watching, it didn't seem bad, so I think you're good in that department.
Well, either way, there's no one else except you and me talking, so it's only going to overpower our voices anyway. So it all depends whether people listen to us or not. Anyway, so Van Rig rolled, turned in with a, what's that? Van Rig did a two.
Van Rig did a 2 turn to the left.
So there, Brandon shot 2 blanks and a focus, turning that into 2 hits and a focus with the reroll, target lock. And Brobot only able to evade 1, but he spends his elusive. He rerolls into nothing still. Alright, so that is
a hit going through.
That's correct. Brobot 88D takes 1 hit. 1 shield down. And elusive is spent. Right, so Brobot 88D on top is taking a shot at Kylo. Range 3. Alright, let's see. And he takes a crit hit and a blank. Whoops. And Kylo says... Is Kylo going to say no? Because he's not shooting at anyone, so he can spend his focus. Got to evade, focus, and 2 blanks.
Yeah, I don't see why he wouldn't.
No, he should just spend the focus. And he does. So there's 2 hits from the IG, doesn't hit. But then, a reroll.
Yeah, that's the second shot, is it not?
Bonus attack, yes. Cool, okay. So bonus attack was a hit, crit, and a focus after you rerolled. And Brandon's spinning the 2 forces as well now to take those 2 focuses he rolled to evades. So still no hits on Kylo from the Brobot.
Oh, it's looking good.
It's looking good. Both sides
It's
hasn't
range 1 shot there.
Yeah, both sides hasn't lost significant shields yet. 1 shield on each side, so it's looking good for both players. And that is a range 1 shot from Rush onto 88, and that is Natty's. And Brobot says no to that last hit by changing the focus over to that, and only takes another shield.
Yep, 1 shield.
So very nice rolls there from both guys, being able to evade most of the damage. And another shield down on 8.
In this next maneuver,
Yes.
what do you feel is going to happen?
Well, in a way, Brobot on top has got a bit free reign to just come down and try and intercept Rush if Rush turns in. But on the other side, Rush can just go
I think
straight.
IG88B is definitely going to try and do a K turn.
Yes.
Give him that red maneuver to get his elusive back.
Yes. That. Let me just check quickly the dials. Yeah, they've got a 4K and they've got 3 sloops. So they have options. But sloop is going to put him on a rock. So he's going to take that deplete, this strain, and no action. So, but 4K is also not going to do any actions anyway. Ooh, these IGs are elusive.
These IGs, even though they've changed the bases now, I mean, look, we don't see them as often in our meta on the table as what we used to in V1. And I have to say, in V1, there were a couple of players that would play them really well, and then you'd always get the 1 or 2 players that would play them for the first time, and they would overextend them quite extensively.
Yeah.
Because they would completely underestimate their speed.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to put seems like there is a small bit of an echo. So I'm just going to try and, just going to try and see if I can balance that out. Still haven't fixed it. I don't know why. And I've got noise suppression on as well.
Yeah, I know there was an echo in one of your previous streams as well that I mentioned.
Yeah, I really need to get my hardware sorted out. Oh, I need to get 2 simultaneous speakers sound systems that... Yeah, I'll sort it out later. Oh, I just need to tweak this damn program.
Oh, maybe we should run a couple of test streams again at a later stage.
Yeah, I'll do. Probably tomorrow.
We can knock out the echo. Right, so Brandon is still setting dials, or is checking his dials, should I say.
Yeah.
And 88D still hasn't set the dial, so that yellow is still considering where to go.
I mean, if he really wants to, he can maybe just go 5 forward. But he might hit that gas cloud.
So
he might even just turn in. I think he might even turn in to try and to try and hit Rush. If Rush does a... But see, Rush will not need to do it to left because he's going to bump the IG. So it's probably going to be a... hang on, systems phase. We have a bomb, guys. We have a bomb that is going down, a proton bomb behind the IG.
It's going to catch Rush on a bad spot. Because unfortunately Rush moves before the IGs.
Yes. Yeah, there's the fast straight I thought he was going to do. To bug out.
Nice. You think that still puts him in range of that bomb? No.
No. Not anymore.
Ooh. That is a tight turn.
Forgot to put add Kylo Ren's what's his name again? His force. See, there's the turn-ins that I mentioned.
So Kylo's going to go forward to remove that stress.
And
do you think he's going to boost as well?
I would boost out, because if you don't boost out, he's going to be in fire of both the IGs. So rather take one IG behind the gas cloud, shot from the one IG behind the gas cloud, and try and evade that double tap from IGB.
Well, the less shots you take, the better.
That's great. And now it's behind the gas cloud, so that's going to be a obstructed shot from D.
One rig taking a deplete there. Took a deplete to do the barrel.
Which sets him outside of the arc of IGD. Oh no, that's not an obstructed shot from D into Kylo.
No,
So
that's
you didn't
obstructed. Oh no,
into Kylo. Kylo's not obstructed, but
No,
Von Rig is obstructed.
one rig is, yes.
Wow, that's interesting. That is interesting. Cool. So IG88D is going to shoot at. Let's just ask him to ping. There we go. He's shooting at Von Rig. He's shooting. He's got a hit blank and a focus, and he turns the focus with a calculate. So it's 2 hits and a blank. Von Rig, he gets his 2 evades and a focus, and he just says no. There is a reroll, obviously bonus attack from the IG because of his ability. They share. And Von Rig still says no. Massive amount of shots going, and Von Rig, yeah, he just says no. Wow.
Some decent rolls tonight.
The dice are decently favoring both the players. They're getting shots on. And defensive dice is also being good tonight.
Next round. So I mean, Brandon's split his ships up a little bit, which is not a bad idea for the aces in his list. I mean, in this case, these silencers and the tie. Which one is that? The interceptor. Sorry.
Yeah, tie BA
The
interceptor.
silencers and the interceptors are slippery, and they deal well on their own. So. It's a good idea to kind of split them up a little bit. It gives these robots a bit more of a, thought process on what they're going to go for.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly as you said. The robots need to think with who they're going to go first, and they've got a person, and they got rush flanking from the back, so they need to decide what the options are now. But still early game. Well, not, yeah, early. I mean, 48 minutes left, but yeah.
So the 2 robots are probably going to try and turn around to catch Brandon's ships. I mean, that's the only option he really has, unless he decides to push hard forward and try and turn around, manually without doing a K-turn or a sloop.
Yes.
Which I don't think is a good idea.
No, it's
I
not
think the red one is most definitely going to try and do some sort of red maneuver to get his elusive back as well.
Yeah, they really want that elusive back so they can have that real options. Right, so red dropped a bomb. It's 88B, so I just want to take one of these bombs out. I see Rush is doing a 2-bank left,
Target lock.
taking a target lock, which is a good idea. Tyler has regenerated both his force again. I see this. Both robots dropped the bomb. Oh, there's the bomb now in system space. Sorry. I missed that.
Bomb.
That's a 1 hard turn from a B into the bump. Yeah, correct.
So he's trying to block Kylo in there.
Yeah.
And Kylo says no. Kylo goes over.
Yeah, over barely, but now he's still in fire there. He has to evade that fire line. I think the best might be to barrel roll. But he's still going to get fire from the back IG, but IG doesn't have any extra mods. Does have the double tap though. Is he going to boost?
You could do a hard boost.
No, I would just do a focus. No, I would just do a focus. He's going to get shot from one robot. But his range 3, so he's going to have more than enough dice to be able to work with.
We have our Von Rig SA flag coming in.
Oh yeah, that looks so good. I looked at it earlier today and it looks so nice.
Yeah, Brandon spent a bit of time last night doing that. I sat with him on stream.
Yes.
Helped him out with that.
It's a nice one from Van Rijk there. Is he still depleted or is he only strained? He's only strained.
No, he's only strained now.
Cool. So Van Rijk shooting into IG88D. And Van Rijk does 2 focuses and a blank. It's not that's not the completely desired result in any game, but that's what the dice says.
Nice, Kylo's out. D, but B is still gonna take the shots.
Yeah, he forgot to pop the bomb there. Right, the bomb doesn't do any damage. So B is red, right?
Yes.
Let me just do the color coding online. And D is yellow. Right, more shots being fired here.
Ooh,
You got hit it crit from the IG, yeah. Oh, sorry, hit crit.
Kylo gets 1 evade.
Yes, 1 evade with 3 blanks.
So that's a crit going in.
Yeah, but that was an ion cannon, my friend.
Oh, was that an ion?
That was an ion cannon, yes. So he gets 1 hit and a ion token. Ooh. Now that is interesting. So 1 shield down on Kylo as well with an ion token. These robots are not sitting down. They are giving these TIE silencers and interceptors a little bit of a run for their money when shooting.
Yeah, well, I mean, you can't blame them. These robots are loaded to the teeth.
They are vicious, man. They are.
I mean, bombs, 2 types of cannons, you know, so that can trigger the extra attack. You know, so you can decide, do you want to do the ion, and then if you don't get the cannon to actually hit you, like, hey, I'm just going to shoot you normally then. Or do you take the auto blaster shots and punch the damage through?
Yes.
Ooh. Panic pilot.
So that was the auto blaster shot. No, was it? Oh, sorry, no, panic pilot for Kylo.
For the,
show you the dark side.
Yes.
Yes.
That is correct.
Show you the dark side. I mean, there's always blinded pilot. Blinded pilot, you have to use your force
I think
And
what Brandon's trying to do is force the stress on the robot so that he can't turn around and get elusive and so on and so forth.
yes, that's a good idea.
So he's trying to keep the robots occupied. Or at least one of them.
Hmm.
So both robots have dropped one bomb each. So, and they have done absolutely nothing. So that's actually pretty good for Brandon.
Yeah.
And so far, it is 2 shields to 2 shields.
Yes. And an ion on Kylo. So that's going to make it very interesting here.
Yeah,
He can only do a focus.
Very bad spot.
Hmm.
But at the same time, it makes it quite hard for 88D to get in there, I think.
It's going to make it a bit more difficult, yeah.
Because he's definitely not going to be turning around. And if he just goes a 2-turn, it's not going to put him in a decent spot. It might just block Kylo, which I think might be the better option for B.
To block Kylo.
Yeah.
For D to block Kylo.
Yes, for D to block Kylo, it'll be a better option for B to actually take the shots on him.
Yes. So B mustn't go too far forward and block him to bump in his own ship. The system phase and not dropping any bombs, looks like it. Rush coming in to bank to left, taking a focus token. Is he going to stay there? IG with advanced sensors before he moves. Still getting the 2 calculate tokens, but bumping. Also advanced sensors from both IGs.
Both guns are going to be on Kylo.
Yeah, Kylo is in a bit of a predicament at the moment. He does the iron maneuver and he can only do that focus. So he's got guns on both. And if I'm not mistaken, I do see on both of them they've got bullseye arc on both. On both of them, bullseye arc onto Kylo.
That is correct. Both do have bullseye. Oh, it's going to be painful for Kylo this round.
You see Von Red creeping up here behind the B. He's going to get decent guns on there. So yeah, I think they're going to focus down Kylo with those auto blasters.
On Reg on Kylo? I mean on B, 88B. Oh. Takes the target lock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and that is spend the focus for a hit crit. So 88B with a defense roll. And that's 1 evade. And he uses... I think he used the calculate there to...
Yeah, there was a evade focus and a blank, right?
Yes.
And he used 1 calculate, yes. So that's still a hit, but he takes the crit because of, I'll show you the dark side. So he's got 2 stress tokens because of the panic pilot card he just received. Right, so Kylo is defending for his life at this point in time. Those robots has got him in his sights. There's a double tap. There is a lot going on from these robots, and they've maneuvered themselves into a very good spot to give Kylo very much hell. So that is a range.
Taking the shot.
That is an ion cannon shot again.
No, he's taking the auto blaster shot.
Oh, is he taking the auto blaster shot?
Yep.
But why is he running 3 dice? It's only supposed to be 2 dice. Oh, he's got a bullseye, extra dice. My bad.
Yep.
That is 3 hits on the auto blaster. And Kylo
that's
says...
1 hit going through.
Oh, sorry.
Kylo rolled a 2 evades. Or you spent the focus, sorry, to...
Yeah, you spent the focus to add
make it
another...
to-
Yes. But there was only 3 shots from the blaster. Okay, another auto blaster, range 1 from D. And that is all focuses. Wow,
Yeah.
what a turn. And that's the double tap normal shot, right?
Yeah, looks like it.
And that's 4
And
hits.
he spent calculator.
Spends the focus. Oops. And he changes that, so he takes...
3 hits, and that is Kylo.
That is Kylo. That's 3 hits on Kylo and he's gone. Is it? There's 2, 1...
There's a 3rd card under there. Oh,
Yeah.
a 4th card under there, so that should
Yeah,
be
4
Kylo
hits,
gone.
1 evade, so 3. Yeah, that is Kylo gone. So, points on the board. He still needs to give that dark side card because he's still actively in the round. So he's going to take another panic pilot on D as soon as that triggers. But are we correct now? He is? Yeah, he is off.
Yeah, he takes him off.
Cool. So now...
Brandon's just doing his triggers and making sure before
Yes.
he removes his ships.
Yeah, he still has got a lot of hole to go through on his IGs, and his IGs has been shooting hard.
Ooh, I got pizza.
Lucky you. So Brandon spends a focus, and IGs roll, and IG spends a calculate into 3 evades and a blank. That's no
Oh.
damage on IG. Well done on both guys rolling extremely good dice. Wow. These IGs are going to be tough. So guys, at this point in time, we've got 34 minutes left in the game. 80 points to Germany, 0 to South Africa. It's a bit of a doozy of a game, guys. Now we just have to see what happens further from here. Wow.
So even though Kylo is gone, I'll show you the dark side is still in play.
Yes. As far as I know, that still stays in play. Some might think that once Kylo does die and leave the board, it goes with. But it's an active effect on a ship, so I don't think it goes when Kylo dies. I might be completely wrong. We actually need to go look up that on the rules reference guide. Let me just go double check that actually. Alright, so the next round is in this game. It's going to heat what type of results? That's the next big thing.
I have to say these IGs, they hit like trucks and they can take hits like trucks as well.
Exactly. You can say it's a perfect balance. I mean, they've got 3 evade dice. Not a lot of big ships has got 3 evade dice. They're
I
medium
think
base,
as
right?
well yeah, they do. I think as well in version 2, now that they've made them medium base, they're also a lot more effective.
Yes.
They're just still very expensive.
Yeah. I mean, think about talk about expensive. I mean, try to fly the new Defender Vader. Ooh. I put him on the board the other day. His double tap works decently if you get triggering every single time.
Yeah, but that Defender Vader is just scary.
Yeah, it is. The only problem with the double tap is he is kind of relying on too much of the dice if you don't get that focus, which makes him a little bit more squishy.
Well, I mean, it is Darth Vader. You're supposed to be scared of him.
Yep. And you need to shoot hard with him first time round, every single time. We've got a 1 bank there from IG88D. All advanced sensors as well into calculate, 2 calculates. And there's a bump from the other IG, but he does relieve 1 stress, and he is actually now touching a rock. According to the chat log, he's touching a debris, a gas cloud.
No, he's just touching 88D.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I just see the orange in the chat, and I'm like, that's a cloud. So Rush is in for it. This has been great flying from both guys. Germany doing very well to try and pick off each of the guys in their own turn. This makes it a bit difficult for Brandon to try and come back as well on this.
Conrad going for the lock.
Mm-hmm.
And he's taking the lock on D. And that will be an unobstructed shot.
Yes.
At range 1.
Range 1 from Von Rig into IG88D. That is 2 hits, 2 blanks. Target lock. Into another hit. So 3 hits and a blank from Von Rig into a focus and 2 blanks. There's a reroll elusive, also
Blank.
into a blank, using 1 calculate to turn. So only 2 hits down on IG88D. That will be. There's only 2 shields now, right? Yes.
Yep.
So that's the only damage that any of these 2 IGs took, was 2 shields. Wow.
Now these
Right.
2 IGs are holding their own.
They are. Right, so 4 hits straight into Rush there.
That's hit crit into Rush, and Rush evades that first shot.
Alright, so that is 2 blank. Right, there's a double tap. 2
Nothing.
focuses and 2 blanks. Is he spinning a calculate? No, sorry, he
Doesn't
can't.
look like it.
He can't. He doesn't have a calculate. He couldn't do anything because he was stressed.
Yeah, it's stressed.
So range 1, obviously auto blaster from IGD. And that's 2 hits, focus and a blank.
Yep. And we get 1 evade,
1 evade from 1 rig.
and 1 focus and 1 blank. Does he
Got it.
spend his focus?
No. Ach, not 1 rig. Rush. He doesn't spend his focus because he took a hit there. He's keeping his focus for attack.
No, he's definitely trying to punch in that crit.
Yeah, definitely. He wants to get that panic pilot off again. So range 1 into IGD. There's the dice. There's the dice. What's the dice showing? There is a crit. Hit crit, blank
And he
focus.
spins the focus.
Spins the
for
focus.
2 hits and a crit.
Got it. There's a evade and 2 blanks.
Yep.
But is he not supposed to take the to show you the dark side? He's supposed to assign the dark side, isn't it?
He was firing on B.
Oh, he's firing a B. Oh, my bad. Right, so that's a shield. A hit.
So that means he's put some damage through.
He does, yes, which actually gives him half points. Wounded pilot. That brings the score, guys. For those who are watching, 80 for Germany, 50 for South Africa. South Africa got points on the board. Half of an IG. Now it's going to be interesting to see what's going to happen in this round. It says IGs do have their sloops. One of the IGs is still stressed, so he's not going to do a red maneuver. He's going to try and get rid of that stress. Whew. There is possibly a... You think a 4K will fit there from the IG? D? Yellow?
Could possibly. Yeah, I think that'll fit.
Okay, so we have to see what happens there. Because as you mentioned earlier, he does want to get that elusive back again, so you can use it. I think Brandon's obvious plan will probably try to concentrate fire now on the red IGB, because he's got more damage now, and it is potentially possible to hit more damage into him. It all depends where he's going.
Yeah, and B's sitting with a wounded pilot there.
Correct.
So if he does do a blue to take that stress away, and then do an action, he has to roll a dice.
Yes, unless he decides to go bold and repair the card. If he doesn't bump, that's to say as well. But Rush is moving first, so he can just go past the first IG, and the IG can just do a... Oh, some good flying from both these guys. A lot of evasive maneuvers from Brandon in the first few rounds. IG's coming back hard, taking out Kylo. These guys are flying good.
So B is sitting on 4 hull at the moment.
Yes.
So I think it would be a good idea for Brandon to try and focus down B right now.
Yes. That red is going to probably be his primary focus. Yes, yeah. For him to score that extra 50 points, he needs to take the IG out or try and get half points on D. It'll be interesting to see what happens. But there's still bombs, guys. There's still bombs.
Can't forget about those bombs.
Those proton bombs are lethal if they get crit through. Fortunately, it's not the old age where it ignores the shields. Now it's just the crit damage, which hits the shields.
So what do you think the primary focus should be of the robots right now?
Well, points-wise, Rush and Von Reg are both the same amount of points. They have digged in on Rush already. Rush still has a shield and 4 hull left. The other side as well, Von Rig could just die in one salvo of firing with no defense dice. If there is a range one shot from any of these guys, 4 dice down. So it's a bit difficult to call, but if they do turn around and they have shots on Von Rig, I think that they might go for Von Rig first before they go for Rush, as they will still have the initiative upper hand with Rush. If they do take Von Rig out, that might be.
Well, the thing is that if the Brobots punch damage through on Rush, that turns Rush into a 6. So then you can have 2 initiative 6 ships hunting
that as
Brobots.
well. I totally forgot about that, yes. So I think they would like to maybe do what they can to keep Rush as low initiative as possible to be able to shoot first. Alright, so that is the IG taking away the last stress. Is he going to repair that card now, or is he just going to do a action and then let the card decide his fate? That is a very interesting thing to now try and figure out. What is Timo going to do? Do you think he's going to?
Still deciding.
Yeah, he's still deciding. Do you think he's going to repair that card?
It's a tough one.
See, take the calculate tokens. But be a bit more evasive when you roll focus on the defense, as well as if you have shots. But the looks of it, it might be that AG88B might not have any shots depending on where Von Rig goes. Von Rig would probably want to turn around to be able to have some shots on.
I think Brandon squeezed those 2 robots in a shit position. Because the thing is, if Timo left that red one, if he just bumped, if he left B where he was, then the bomb would have triggered.
Yeah.
If he goes forward and does an action, he has to roll a dice. If he tries to repair the card, that means he's modless.
Yes.
So B was definitely in a really tight spot.
Yes. And there is a one hard right from Von Rig. Still has guns on B, but sitting very, very snug right in front of D to be able to get a lot of fire.
Oh. Brandon's choosing violence.
He's choosing violence, yeah.
Getting that target lock.
And a focus. And there is a hit on Rush. There's a shield down on Rush. Rush is now shieldless. So just one more damage. Not damaged. One more. If he gets damaged now, he becomes a 6.
Okay, so we have Von Rig firing.
Von Rig, range 1. He had to take a deplete. He's firing 3 dice. That is...
Target lock.
Yeah, that is a hit, eye, and a focus. He takes target lock. Yes, correct. Uses target lock. And it brings it to a hit and a focus. Hit, focus. That's 2.
Oh, that's a hit going through.
That's another hit, yes. But sorry, that was...
He chose to keep that focus. So he's got some defense against D.
Luckily, he's got all his dice. He still has 3 dice he can roll. Right, so that's 4 dice. Is that just a normal attack? I think that might be a normal attack, or that might be an iron cannon attack at range 1.
Well, he hasn't pinged yet to choose a cannon, so there we go, he's pinging now.
That's the iron cannon.
And he's choosing an iron shot.
So iron shot from Timo. He uses both calculate tokens to get a crit hit on Von Rig. Von Rig gets 2 evades and a blank, therefore taking a hit and a ion token.
So that's 1 shield on Von Rig.
Yes. Now there's a potential double tap, isn't there?
No, because that wasn't evaded.
Oh, it actually hit. So it. Okay,
Yep.
cool. All right. So that's how a double tap works. I do
So
apologize.
Rush is firing now.
Yeah. Rush firing range 2 onto Robot D. Oh, hit. Crit. Hit. Robot needs to evade this. Otherwise, he's down.
Oh,
We've
Brobeck
got it.
gets nothing.
And he doesn't have any more calculator tokens left because he repaired his wounded pilot. So that is Brobot down.
Be gone.
Be gone.
Be gone.
Be gone. These memes. Anyway, but very well shot there from Brandon. Unfortunate from Timo losing the B there as well. Hey, now it's ship for ship. Each one has lost a ship. So points-wise, there is a change in point stature. At the moment, 100 points for South Africa, 80 for Germany. South Africa taking the lead, 16 minutes left in this game. Whew. What is going to happen here? IGD still has 7 total health to go through. 6 hull, 1 shield. Von Reg has got 1 shield down and 2 hull left. So that's 3 total. And Rush has got 4 hull left. Whew.
Well, at least I know the chicken and the spitzer is real. I just found a bone.
Oh no! I'm not even going to ask where it's from. People might stop eating there.
Nah. I wouldn't put the place's name through the dirt.
No, they probably had good
pizzas
pizza.
are damn good, so...
Yeah. Pretty
What a
saucy.
mistake.
Yeah, it does happen. Especially in pie sometimes. So, Rush comes in with a 2 bank to the right, clearing that stress. And is he going to focus? Question is he going to go further than that? Does he need to?
Nope.
I don't think he needs
he's in
to.
a good spot.
Yeah, he can just stay there. Robot might advance centers to turn around. Because he definitely want shots on Von Reg. Because
No,
Von
he knows
Reg...
exactly where Von Reg's going to be, so...
Exactly. Would you 4K in this turn? I would 4K.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, he's got advanced sensors. So he's going to do action before he gets that red stress. So he's going to have a little bit more of an upper hand.
Ooh. Ooh. That's interesting. Suppose that's actually a good maneuver. He got the focus first.
Yeah.
But that does put him at range 1 of Rush. Yeah, I think that was actually a better maneuver for D there, because that only gets 1 ship firing at him.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a shot from D, and we have a hit crit.
Here you go. I see the other crit that was on B is blinded pilot, so I'm just going to update the list. No more double tap though.
One
Oops,
shield
sorry.
on Von Reg.
Yes, what was that? It's crit and 2 hits from...
Yeah.
Crit and 2 hits from...
Oh, shots are coming in fast now.
Shots are
Rush
coming in
firing.
fast now, yes.
3 hits and a focus, and he spends the focus to make it 4 hits.
Yep.
And the Brobot goes with evade.
Yeah, so Rush 4 hits. And the robot evade.
Yep.
So that is just 1 more shield on the robot.
Yeah. So IGD is sitting shieldless right now.
Yeah. He
And
does have that hull
yeah,
upgrade.
You're correct. He lost his double tack.
Yes.
And we have 12 minutes left of this game.
Correct.
Well, 13 minutes.
Yeah. 12 minutes plus change. 12 minutes plus change. Okay. So current point standings hasn't changed as yet. 100 points to South Africa. 80 points to Germany. Ooh. Let's put the music back on again. I think the music stopped. Or did it? Let's get used to this music playing through this streaming software.
Both players thinking hard on what to do, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Well, both Rush and Von Rig has got free reign to fly where they want to now. There's no stress. Robot as well. There is a target lock from Rush onto Robot, so there is still going to be dice mods from Rush, so whew, it's going to be close.
And Robot is bombless as well.
Yes, there's no more bombs. Missed that one actually. Thank you for the update, and Elusive is also gone on both robots. There's still a rigged cargo chute. What does that do again? 4 forward from, yeah, robot.
Rigged cargo allows you to drop debris, which is what he's doing right now.
Oh!
And he planted it
Right on top of
perfectly.
both of them. So they both need to roll for crits. Okay.
Blank.
Blank.
And
So that was
Rush.
one rig, yes. Blank as well.
Also blank.
Ooh! Question is, did Brandon anticipate that? No, he didn't.
That's okay, at least
Ooh.
he isn't doing a red.
And he flew off it again as well.
Yeah, he had to. Takes
Ouch.
nothing though.
Ouch. But he's right
Just
in
two
that fire
stresses.
line. Well played there, Germany. Okay, Germany range 1. Is he doing an auto blaster cannon? Because that's the only range 1 that has 3 dice.
Looks like it.
Yeah, that will make sense. Or he's going straight for 4 dice attack. It is hit, 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 and a
Yes.
blank.
Oh, and
Von
Rig
Rig blanks out. Oh no,
That's Von Rig gone.
that is Von Rig off the table, yes. Von Rig only had a shield and 2 hits left. Ooh. See, so our initial prediction was correct that he wants to take Von Rig out first, so that he can keep Rush pilot skill 2, so you can pick on him from that side. Oh,
9 minutes left.
this is... Oh, this is a good game. The points hasn't been extremely big difference in this whole game. Always
Yeah,
a small margin.
Problem now with this sort of points differentiation here is if Rush can get half points on robots, it will be good, but the problem is that Rush running away from that robot is not going to be a good idea.
No.
That
It does-
thing's pretty damn fast.
Yeah, he does turn in hard to try and get guns on. It's a 2 hard left. Advanced sensors with a
Sloop, it looks
sloop,
like. yeah.
yes. So there is going to be fire both sides, and I think there might even be a bullseye. Right, so Germany fires first. Is that going to be a normal standard range? That's going to be range 2, range 3 attack? Or is he going to do ionize? It's range 2.
Range 2, so he is taking the
And-
ion shot.
Ion shot on Rush. He wants to control that ship. That is a hit into blanks.
Rush says
Rush says no for now. What do I mean no for now? Rush just says no. Rush will
firing
fire back, yes. And Rush gets 2 hits in a focus. 2 hits in a blank. My
Uses
apologies.
target lock.
Target lock, and he
3
turns
hits.
that into 3. Robot gets 1 of each. spends his elusive because he turned around, and he spends a calculate into evades for days. That's no damage on both sides.
Oh, that was a tight round as well. It looks like Brandon's desperately trying to punch through that crit to give him the panic pilot.
Okay, let's just take the boards there quickly. Rush, 2 shields off, no damage, and Von Reg and Kylo both dead. Right, and then IG-88B dead. And
D is just missing 3 shields. He is still pretty healthy.
Still 6 shields, so that's not half points. Target lock. But these robots, as far as I know, doesn't have a lot of greens to move away from that, right?
Yeah, but I think Brandon was setting up there just to...
Greens is all around. Ah, blues, sorry. B1. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, I think Brandon just set up to get that lock for the next round.
Yes. Right, so still 5 minutes left with change. Did say 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Oh, a lot of people commenting on the WhatsApp groups, as well as on the stream. Where is my stream tab? Yeah, sorry if it was a little bit slow on that draw when the updates on the scores, guys. I do apologize, but I hope I've got it right now. Should be right. Carl, you can confirm 137.100?
Yep.
Cool. So Germany leading 137.100, and we've got just a few minutes to go. 4 minutes and 50 seconds. I think South Africa really wants... Yeah?
Who catches who?
That's the question, yeah. I think South Africa really wants to get that half points in. Try and push it over the threshold, and Germany definitely wants to get Rush off the board. Well, both want to get off the board, but is there going to be enough time to get the robot off the board? That's the question. Right, so Rush turns in. Is he going to go further and boost around? He can, I think. He needs to get the arc wide enough. And he's making himself some space. That's not a bad play necessarily. And the robot, he's running.
I think the fact that Timo has the initiative as well is good for him.
Yes.
For the fact that now if Rush becomes a 6, Timo still flies first.
Yes.
Although Rush is now going to chase him.
Rush is going to chase, yeah. The chase is on. He still has that Kylo dark side on him, so the next crit coming through is going to be 2 stress tokens.
Gonna boost in?
Yes, focus boost. 3 bank left. Is there a possible shot? Is he going to boost? He's going to boost. He's going to keep running.
Yeah, he's going to try and stay as far away as possible. Look, if Rush was running away from the IG, it wouldn't be good for Rush. But the fact that the IG is running from Rush now is actually not bad. It's going to be much harder for Rush to catch that IG.
Yeah, and nice sportsmanship from both players to play quick rounds. I know sometimes depending on the player, they try to sometimes just stretch the time out a bit too far in the last 9 minutes. But a very nice sportsmanship from both guys.
Left.
Yeah, 2.5. Point still
So-
13700 for Germany.
Potentially 2 rounds left here.
Alright. Rush is going 4 straight.
And he's going to probably boost to the left.
It's going to focus boost. He wants to get that mods.
Yeah. He needs to try and get an arc on.
The question is, what is IG going to do? He is definitely going to advance sensors. He's probably going to sloop.
Well, if that IG decides to go to the right,
He's still going to have fire. Yep, there's a sloop or a 4K.
three sloop.
There's still firing going down. As far as I know, that is still in arc of both players. Potentially.
Yep.
Sorry, in
He firing
range.
first.
IG firing first. Yeah. Sorry.
3. Standard shot.
And
And that's hit, crit.
crit.
Oh, and Rush rolls a focus and a evade, or 4 dice.
And
And
he's spinning.
Rush is going to spin the focus.
Yeah, not reel the focus, spin the focus. So he's taking only the 1 crit. That puts damage on Rush. But it looks like that was an ion cannon. Because he only took 1 normal damage.
Could have been an iron. Yeah.
It could have been an ion
If
cannon.
it's a
Yes?
standard damage, then it was an iron shot.
Oops.
They didn't ping before, and so I couldn't see.
Yeah. Okay, so there's a reroll from Rush into a crit hit, evade, blank, and focus. He's spending both the focuses, calculates, not to get shot.
Oh,
Where did that third, was it 2 focus rolls?
yes.
Oh, I missed
It
the other
was
one. I do
2 focuses
apologize.
and a blank. I mean, 2 focuses and a evade.
I missed that. Ooh. There is 4 seconds left. 4 seconds!
That's another round. Ah.
If they decide to
Big
play another
call.
round.
Oh, wait, the dials are down, so...
Are they going on another round? Seems like they are. Both of them out for blood.
Yep. Maneuvers are set, so there's 1 more round.
Wow. They're taking it to the next level. Germany has now gained more points, 166, 100. I don't think there's... Are they thinking of that being a crit? Was that a normal shot from the IG?
No, I think it was an ion shot.
Okay, then it wasn't just the 1 iron damage then. Okay, so Russia's now officially pilot skill 6. So he's got that 1 damage.
3 forward.
And
And he's just going to take the calculate.
yes. Rush is just going to get out there so he doesn't get shot down. And that is game, guys. That is game. What a match. I would say what a match. Both flew brilliantly.
That was quite an intense game.
That was quite an intense game. Whew, guys.
Yeah, I
gonna
have
need-
to say that the brief field definitely cost Brandon there.
Yeah. That was very well placed there by Timo in Germany. Very well placed.
Yeah, well played, Germany. It was a tight match, but you guys did really well.
Well done, Germany. Well done, Brandon, as well. Unlucky though, but that's the game, eh? That's how it goes. There must be a winner and there must be a loser, unfortunately.
So that means by the end of this round, South Africa's down by 2 games now.
Yes, South Africa's down by 2 games to 0. in Germany's favor. And yeah, so final scores, guys: 166, 100 to Germany. Well, 166 to Germany, 100 to South Africa. Very well flown, both these pilots, and definitely would like to see more of this type of games in the next games to come of any player in this XTC tournament. I'd like to thank Carl for joining me. It was very awesome having you. Thanks very much, Carl.
No problem.
Listen, and guys, thank you very much for watching. I hope I provide enough gameplay for everybody. And yes, so see you guys next time. If you like the video, comment below on the video if you guys want to, and we'll take it from there. Any suggestions, we'll add them to the stream if need be. Thanks, guys, and